All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started right now. How are you doing? Welcome to Des Techs. My name is Des. I love tech, and tonight we're gonna do night 2 of the Hour of Code. If you don't know what the Hour of Code is, Code.org hosts an event every year during Computer Science Week to help new people get familiar with coding, programming, and learn some computer science basics. And tonight we're gonna do the second night of our code adventure. Now, we did last night, we did the aquatic adventure. Tonight, we are going to do something a little bit different. Let's see. See if I can. There we go. Find the link we're going to use tonight. That one, that one. Ah, here we go. Tonight we're going to go on the Minecraft hero's journey. Now, if you're an English buff, you know that the hero's journey is normally relegated to those stories of ire with knights and chivalry and a damsel in distress or someone trying to overcome unbelievable odds to be successful. That's the hero's journey. So tonight, we're going to go on a hero's journey in a Minecraft tablet. So let's go ahead and pull up our code screen. There we go. And as a reminder, tonight's stream, as well as the last stream, was bought to and sponsored by the Me Hub, the Minority Entrepreneurship Ecosystem. All right, so more on them later. Let's go ahead and watch the video to talk about the hero's journey. Oh, and let me close out of my Minecraft instance that I had going. All right. There we go. Now I feel a little bit better without showing everything I have running. And once again, we're going to close that and we're going to start it again. Because I want this video.
Stampy, Lizzie, Preston, thank you for coming with me. What I want to show you is just over this mesa plateau. I think you're going to love it. Wait a minute. There's a hole in the track! No! Ah! Is everyone okay?
Ah, I see the problem. Look, there was a hole in the track.
Really, Stampy?
Maybe we should gather blocks to fix it.
Let's make it a race. First one back to the top wins.
Okay, on your mark, get set, go! Okay, I'm just gonna gather some of this terracotta. Wait, guys, I can't mine.
Same.
I can't either.
Okay, that is really strange. Stampy, can you mine?
I can't mine.
Okay, everyone stay calm.
Is the game broken?
If it is, how do we fix it?
I don't know.
Does anyone know how to write Minecraft code?
What is that?
I've never seen one of these before.
It's so adorable.
Is it tameable?
Okay, what is going on? Someone needs to go back to the real world and fix it. Not it.
Not it.
Not it. Okay, I'll go.
Hey! Oh, okay, hey, so I'm in the real world now. I'm gonna go try to find the Minecraft offices, but I'm gonna need your help. Start doing the tutorial, start learning how to code, and I'll catch up with you guys after a few levels, okay? Wish me luck. This way. Ow! Cactus. I'm okay.
To complete the Hour of Code challenge, you'll need to write code to program the agent. You'll work together with the agent to clear any obstacles in your path so you can pick up the items you'll need for your journey. Only the agent can place and break blocks, and only you can collect items. Your screen is split into 3 main parts. On the left is Minecraft. The middle area is the toolbox with commands that the agent can understand. And on the right is the workspace. That's where you stack the commands to build your program to control the agent. The agent can walk, turn, and activate pressure plates. It can also destroy blocks and place blocks. When it places a block like these minecart rails, it places it underneath itself. If you forget what to do, the instructions for each level are at the top. If you want to try again, you can hit the blue reset button to reset everything to where it started. And if you need to delete a block of code, drag it from your workspace to the toolbox. Remember to hit run to get the agent moving. Okay, go ahead and try out the first few levels. Good luck!
That little golem is kind of cute. Alright, so as you heard, we are going to select our character. Let's see, last time I was Steve. Today I'll be Alex. There we go. Alright, and as you heard, we're going to be going through these different levels and trying to get the agent, the character we're playing, to get to the root of the problem. Okay? So, first things first, gotta read instructions. Always follow your instructions when you're writing code. That way, you know exactly what you're going to be doing at any given time. So for this one, the door's locked, but the agent is here to help. Let's go ahead and pop this one out. There we go. Snap a move forward block to the bottom of the when run block in the workspace to get the agent to the pressure plate. Then press run to use the arrow keys to move out of the house and collect the chest. That seems pretty simple. Okay. So we have our when run. Remember, just like I said last time, all code starts with a when run, a go to, a select statement, some sort of initiating statement that starts the code off correctly so that you know where to go back to when you need to debug or get the code to start again. Okay, so when run, we're going to move our agent here forward 1 space. And if you look, there's only 1 block for us to go to. So that should be pretty simple, right? All right, the door's open now. Great. So now we have to move our Minecraft character out of the block to get to the chest. All right. So let's go ahead and use these arrow keys now to get our Minecraft character out of the house and over. There we go. That's pretty easy. And it was only 1 line of code to get the agent to do what we needed. A simple move forward. Now, there's not too much to that one. But in this one, where now we have the Minecraft character and the agent to move, we're going to have to do a little bit more than we did last time. You see, last time, all we were doing was writing code. But today, we have to control our agent as well as Alex. So, Alex is headed on an adventure to help get the map behind the locked door on the right. Snap the code into the workspace to move the agent to the pressure plate so that Alex can get through. Okay, so this is a good one, but ooh, there's a little bit more for us to do, I see. So, not only is there the map behind the door, there's also a diamond over here. I wonder, are we gonna go through this door also to get to the diamond? Let's see. Now, how many blocks are we going to need to go forward to write this code? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's how many blocks we're going to have to move, Alex. But what about our agent? Well, this little robot or golem only has to move 1, 2 blocks. So let's move forward here twice. And then we hit run. Great. Now the door is open, right? But that could have been done a little easier, I think. You see, that was 2 specific lines of code saying to move forward. We can actually shorten that code just a bit. It's still going to be 2 lines, but now we're going to use a repeat function to make it a little easier to understand. So, with this code, we're going to repeat 2 times, moving forward. Okay? So when run, repeat 2 times, do move forward. That's pretty straightforward. So in layman's term, when I hit the run button, it's going to move forward 2 times. Pretty simple. So what about this unused code? Well, pretty simple. We can move over here and just get rid of it. These functions actually help a great deal when writing code professionally. It allows you to create code blocks that you can copy and repeat, and it'll take 16 to 100 lines of code and make it more like 8 to 10 lines of code. It can drastically shorten the amount of code that you write and make it easier for anyone looking at your code in the future to understand what it is that you did to get your solution. So now, let's get Alex over to get this map. Great! But what about the diamond? Well, that wasn't one of the needs here, was it? Let's go ahead and hit continue and see what we need to do next.
I wonder what Stacy is up to.
Whoa. I think I'm in the right place. This is amazing. I feel like I'm back in Minecraft. Hello? Hello? Hi, Katie?
Yes. Welcome to Minecraft.
Thank you.
Come on in.
Okay. This is amazing. So you work here every day as a developer, right?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm a developer on the Minecraft Marketplace team.
How many coding languages do you know?
In my career, I've probably worked with over a dozen. Yeah.
Dozen. So now you wouldn't happen to know anything about this little golem guy that calls himself the agent?
We use the agent to do things that Steve or Alex can't, like go across lava.
Well, I want to learn how to code, and they want to learn how to code. So what is sort of one of the first things that you need to know when you're learning?
Well, you need to learn how to use loops.
Okay.
Loops
are things that developers write to give commands to a computer that can be run over and over again.
Got it. So I think there's actually some of that coming up in the levels ahead. So go ahead and give loops a try. In the next level, you can use a loop to move the agent along the path. Drag the repeat block into the workspace and place the move forward block inside the repeat block. This tells the computer to do the same thing many times in a row without having to drag a whole bunch of blocks into the workspace. You can choose how many times to repeat by putting a number in the repeat block. You can put turns and multiple commands in the repeat block too, but for now, try using a repeat to move the agent forward a few steps. Remember, if you get stuck on a puzzle, you can always hit the blue reset button and try again. If you are thinking about having a cool job like Katie's, go ahead and click the Show Code button when you finish every level. That's going to actually show you the JavaScript code that someone like Katie uses when she's actually programming Minecraft. So anyway, thank you so much.
Yeah, good luck everyone.
Outstanding. As you see, coding is no longer limited to just being a guy in IT. No, anyone can learn to code and become a professional developer. I love to see people like Katie coming through the ranks and teaching others like you how to code. So let's do exactly what we just heard. We're going to use loops to get the job done a little easier. Now, with this, as we continue our adventure, I'm noticing something. These diamonds are showing up quite often, and I think we can probably go back and grab the previous one. So before we do this part of the journey, let's go back to the last step and grab this particular item. For that, we're going to need a different block of code. We're going to need to turn the agent left and then go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So we're going to turn left, move 4 times. Then we're going to turn right and we're going to move forward 4 times again. So let's do this script and let's see if we can get that diamond, and then we'll go back to getting the other script. Oh my gosh, we use that door, and now we can actually take Alex over, get the diamond, talk to the sheep, and get the treasure map. This time, this took 6 lines of code. And what we did was use 2 loops to, well, shorten the amount of code that we would need. Because if you think about it, each one of these loops that says to move 4 times counted for 4 lines of code. So that's 8 additional lines of code, which would have made 14 lines that we didn't need to type. But you notice down here there's also the code we didn't use. Well, with this one, when you comment out using / and the asterisk or the star button, if you hit Shift and 8, that's the way you get that. And then do the asterisk and / again at the end of the code. So the / asterisk at the beginning and then the asterisk / at the end, you can comment out the code that you don't use. That way, if you need that code in the future, you can actually copy it and use it in other places. Or in this case, when you're using scratch code, you can drag it back over and put it in line. So now we're back here where we need to get to the compass. But you know what? There's another way to get there. You see, the agent could just move to this one pressure pad here and open the door to get the compass and be done with it, right? But we can actually move the agent over to this pressure pad where our mouse pointer is and use this one to get the diamond and the compass at the same time. I'm always a bit of an overachiever, so why don't we try that one to see what we can do? Or, even better, let's just write to open the first door first to see what we need to do to go a bit further. So, we would move forward 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right, now I'm taking these 4 times and we're going to run it. Great. We just got the door open, right? But that's a long way to write the code, right? But if we use this loop, we can say repeat 4 times and move forward when we hit this run button. This shortens these 4 lines down to 2 lines. That's 2 lines of code that could mean the difference between having to print out 10 sheets or 2 sheets of print when you print your code. So let's see if this actually gets the agent to the pressure pad. Yes, it does. But it doesn't open this other door, does it? As I said, we do want to try to get the diamond as well. This is a treasure adventure after all. So, let's reset. Now we know we can go forward 4 times to get to that pressure pad. But look, if we turn to the left, we can go forward 1, 2, 3, 4 more times and get to that pressure point, and that should unlock both doors. Let's see if that works. So we said repeat 4 times, do move forward. Turn left. Repeat 4 times, do move forward. Running the code now. Now both doors are open. Let's get that diamond and the compass. Great job. With these 5 lines of code, we just got the diamond and the compass. That would have actually been 10 lines if we use the original block of 4. And that probably would have been less admirable or less advisable in the long run. It's a great job. Let's go and use this next block of code to move this piston and get the diamond. And then we can move over and get this bucket. Now remember, the agent can hover over water, but the player can't. The player would fall into the water, and in this version, probably go oof or swim. It's probably not advisable for the player to swim, so let's just let the agent do all the swimming. So we would need to go not just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks to get to this pressure pad. We'll probably need to go over here with a left and then a right turn to get to this one so that we can get the diamond as well. Let's test that theory. First, let's write the basic code. We're going to move forward 7 times. So that's 7 lines. Seven lines. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Yes, it gets to the pressure pad, but it only opens the one door, and we want to get that diamond as well. So, next, we're going to use a left turn and then a right turn to get to this pressure pad and see what we can do. Now let's reset and let's count out what we would need to do to get to that. But real quick, before I do, let me quickly go here. I'm just going to drag that up to the top. There we go. A lot of these, hey, what's going on, BFK? How are you doing? So a lot of these lines of code can be shortened drastically by using the loops. Simple, right? So let's go ahead and look right quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks is what it takes to get to the first turn. So let's go ahead and do a repeat and change the number to 4 times. Then we're going to move forward. Okay, so next we need to make a left turn. Simple enough. We drag over the left block. Then we need to move forward again 2 blocks. And use a drop down and make that 2. And if you're wondering, wait, I thought we were learning to code. The language behind what we're doing is JavaScript. This block-based coding is taught at schools like Cal Berkeley, Harvard, and even MIT. You see, this block coding language is known as Scratch and was originated by MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So, yes, I am teaching how to code here, but we're using a way that is easier to follow. So, thus far, we're right here where we make our way to the second redstone dust junction. Where do we need to go next? Oh, I see it. We need to make a right turn and go 1, 2 blocks. So let's turn right. And then move forward 2 blocks. So we're going to drag that over, change that to 2, and move forward is placed there. Now, with this, we can now go through and try this code out to see if it gets us to the pressure plate, the oak pressure plate here, to open not just the door for the bucket, but the piston is able to move and remove that block. So let's get moving. Let's hit run. Eureka! We just opened up both doors and allowed Alex to get the diamond as well as the bucket. So we can now just use our keys and move Alex around to get the diamond and the bucket. All right, congratulations. We did that in 8 lines of code. All right. Now, if we'd use nothing but move forward blocks, that would have been an additional 6 lines of code that we didn't need to use. Minimal. Ugh. Actually, an additional 11, because I forgot the first block was 7 lines all by itself. Now, here we need to get Alex safely through the maze and collect this axe. So we see over here, there's an axe just waiting to be collected. And very easily, we could move the agent over 1 block, turn right, and go 2 blocks, and we'll have the door open for Alex to come up and collect the axe. But once again, I'm a Minecrafter. I want the diamond as well. You know, to get that diamond suit of armor. So, let's see, after we figure out this first part, what else we need to do to get to this second pressure plate and open both doors. We move forward once, we make a right turn, and then move 1, 2 blocks to actually get to the first pressure plate. So let's go ahead and do that. We hit run. Come on, agent. Oh, wow. Misjudged it. That was originally a move forward 2 times. So let's move forward 2 times and then get to that pressure plate. Great, we have the door open and Alex can come and get the axe. But as I said, we want this diamond. So now let's calculate what we need to do to get to this pressure plate. Well, we could make a left turn. We can move forward 1, 2 blocks. Make a right turn and then move forward 2 blocks again. Done deal. I think that's going to get us over to that second pressure plate and have it to where we can get the axe as well as the diamond. Let's go ahead and try it out. Let's go ahead and hit run with our agent. Eureka. We not only were able to get Alex out to get the axe, the diamond axe, but we also got Alex to get the diamond. And we've collected 4 diamonds so far. It's good to be a Minecrafter sometimes. Really good. We did that with just 11 lines of code. Now, if you think about, we used 4 repeat functions. Double each one of those functions. That's 8 lines of code plus 4. Why? That's 12 lines of code. Additional to the 11 that we used. We shortened our code by just that much. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. You haven't played that in a while? Well, we need to get you in to play it some more. All right. So now let's hit continue. I think I hit X last time. Alrighty. Now with this one, remember, the agent can float over the water, but Alex can't. So we're going to use the agent to get to the items that we want to collect. But if we're not careful, we're going to release the creeper. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this agent and we're going to build a bridge, not just to the diamond sword, or diamond shovel rather. Let's build it to get the regular diamond. And let's keep in mind, this creeper is probably going to be here to give us Hades. All right. So to start off, let's go ahead and move forward 1, 2, 3 blocks. So we're going to move forward 3 times. Then, as we're moving forward, we're going to place oak planks. But here's the thing. We want to make sure we place an oak plank every time we move. So, let's move forward and place an oak plank 3 times. If we do that, that should give us enough steps to get to the shovel. But we want to get to the diamond. So let's go ahead and turn right and then move forward again 1, 2 more spaces. And in this process, we're going to put down 2 more oak planks. Now, here we could put down birch planks or acacia planks, spruce planks. Doesn't matter. We even have the option to put down sand. But if you play Minecraft as much as I do, you know that the gravity blocks don't always stay on the top when you put it in water. So we'll use planks instead. And oak works for me. It's better looking than acacia and birch in my opinion. So let's try this code out. Actually, yes. Let's try this code the way we wrote it. Okay. Now we can take Alex, and before we get that shovel, we can get the diamond. We did it again. We got the shovel and the diamond with just 7 lines of code. If we had done that with writing each line one by one, how would that have looked? Well, we would have done move forward, put a plank. Move forward, put a plank. Move forward, put a plank. Turn right. As you see, with just a few lines of code that we wrote initially, we were able to accomplish the same function. And granted, the 11 lines of code we wrote to get there, it could have been done with just the 7 we originally had. Always do the most efficient coding possible when you are developing your code. Now here, we have to fix this river bridge. We're going to need to move the agent over to get this diamond pickaxe. But the diamond is over here by itself. Let's go ahead and code to get to the pickaxe first, and then we can see what we need to do to get to the diamond. Now already it's telling us, yes, we're going to need to repeat 3 times. Move forward with the oak planks. Also, if you count the blocks with me, 1, 2, 3 is putting us at a very good place to go 1 more block to get to the diamond. Then go back another block and go 1, 2 more spaces to get to the pickaxe. So let's do that. We're going to turn right after this code is complete. Then we're going to go forward 1 block. Yeah, we don't need that one. And we're going to place the oak plank. Then we're going to turn left. Yeah, left twice. So we're going to repeat 2 times to turn left. And then we're going to move forward. Going to turn right. And then move forward 1 and 2 more times to put an oak plank. Now, let's go ahead and run and see if this long block of code will get us to where we need to be. Hey, looks like we did it. But what would happen if we tried to put all of that into one repeat statement. We're not going to try that, but I can tell you, it would probably not bode well for the agent or Alex. And at some point, you would probably need to, let's see, how do you say, revisit your code to make sure that it's efficient and effective. Thus far, we have 6 diamonds, and it only took us 12 lines of code. We've been on quite an adventure thus far, but let's see what our coding leaders here are telling us to do with the agent.
I'm not trying to brag, but I'm pretty good at parkour.
Let's sleep so it's day when Stacy comes back.
Okay guys, I am back from the Minecraft offices and I think I know how to solve the problem I'm having in my game. I think I can use a function. Let me just open this. So, okay, a function is a specific set of instructions to accomplish a certain task, kind of like a recipe. In the next few levels, you'll have access to functions that you can use to solve the puzzles. Look at the code in the function when it's in the workspace to see what it does. Then, find the block with that name in the toolbox and drag it from the toolbox to the when run block. Remember, you can use the same function every time you need to run the same set of instructions to do something, like build a bridge. Good luck! I know you can do it.
All right. Now, we're supposed to use this function that was pre-created for us to build this bridge, right? Well, if we look, we're just moving forward to get to this side of the path. But we need to get over here where the redstone lantern is, or redstone torch. And we need to get this diamond. But we have zombies to contend with as well. So let's not go too close to them. So when we hit run, if I hit the build bridge, I wonder if it's going to go over both parts of the water. Maybe all 3. Let's try it. We only got one side of it. And that's fine. To its credit, that's exactly what it was supposed to do. But we really do need to do quite a bit more before we finish this up. So let's reset this. And let's use a hint this time to see what we might be missing. Welcome to the stream, Como. How are you doing? So let's take a hint. So when we call the functions, you travel to build the bridge. That's pretty basic, right? But we need to call inside of this function. So with this, we can actually go 1, 2, and 3, and maybe we'll just get to the diamond. So let's try it this way. One bridge down, 2 bridges down. Ha ha ha. That's what it is. Because when you call your function, it's going to repeat whatever line of code is defined by that function. But you need to call the function enough times for you to complete the work that you have before you. And in this case, I had to call it 3 times to get the 3 bridges I need to get Alex over to get the diamond, and then back up to grab the redstone torch. But hey, it just took us 3 lines of code. Oh, and calling a pretty hefty function up. But if you use functions, think about the amount of code you just saved. If you had not done done this with the function, and you just wrote this out over and over, you can multiply these 7 lines times 3. That's pretty hefty. 21 lines of code to do with 3 lines of code can do when calling your function when you previously define it. Developers use that logic all of the time as we write code, and when we have a block of code that works exceptionally well, we'll create the function, and it allows us to speed up writing code. And we can save those functions in GitHub or on other text documents so that we can grab them at any other time. We can put the code into a defined field, and we never have to repeat writing that code again. But then again, what if we need to add more to the function? That's what we have here. You see, here, we need to get the agent to get us past these ice blocks to get the diamond and to get this mine cart. And the words are difficult sometimes. In this case, we already have a function called clear path, in which we destroy the block in front of us and move forward and place a piece of gravel. Okay, so when we call that code, it clears out 1 block for us, which is good. But then we need to move forward 2 times. So instead of writing 2 move forward blocks of code, let's use our repeat loop. And there, we can repeat moving forward twice. Then we can clear the path. Remember, we're saving ourselves writing 4 lines of code right here just by pulling over the function clear path. After we do that, we can move forward and then clear path again. Then, to get to the diamond, let's turn right, clear path, and then move forward 2 times, and then clear the path 1 more time so that we can get here to where the diamond rests. So let's reset. Before I hit run, let's think about how much code we just saved. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 lines of code. Plus 1, 2. That's 17 lines of code that we just saved by using a loop and a function to clear the path and make it so that Alex can get to the diamond and the minecart to complete this mission. And as I said, yeah, we're moving around blocks, but we're using coding blocks. And this block puzzle is helping us to write this JavaScript. While we can take this code, copy it, and paste it into an external document, then we could run it in a compiler and actually have this present itself within the compiler. I'm not going to do that this time, but that may be something that I would do next time I use Scratch code. Now, here at level 10, we're looking at the portal. So we need to get the flint and steel and this diamond. But we also need to fix the long path and the short paths. Ooh. Now, to get to this flint and steel first, we could easily use the fix the long path. And we will repeat it 3 times, going to destroy the block, move forward, and place rails. But before we do that, we need to cover over, well, you know, either the lava or need to decide how we're going to go through these gravel blocks or stone walls to get where we want to be. I'm going to say, let's turn right, move forward. Actually, yes, move forward, place rails, and then we're going to move forward 2 times. So if we do that, that's going to place us right here on the outside of this block. Great. Then we're going to do our first clearing of the path. So we're going to fix 2 blocks. That's 2 times that is repeated. That's the short path. Then, once we fix the short path, we're going to make a left turn and then fix 1, 2, 3 blocks. That's the long path. Now, once we get there, we can actually move forward 1 more time, destroy the block, and turn left, actually, yes, turn left, then let's destroy this short path, or fix the short path, and then make a right, fix a short path again, and let's see if that's what gives us what we need. You see, these 2 functions, in essence, are doing the same thing, but because of a minute difference, the changing of how many times the function is repeated, it actually changes the full scope of the code. If you did it wrong, you could only fix the short paths, but then you would never get to the diamond or the flint and steel. You could also fix the long paths, but you may actually damage the agent or Alex and probably not be able to complete your code. Here though, we're going to run this code and see if it allows us to do what we think we're trying to do. Well, that didn't work well. I wonder what we did wrong. Oh, I can tell you. If you look at the code, not only did we fix the short path down here, and it did all of this, but I'm thinking we didn't move forward enough times to fix the path initially. So, let's do this. Yeah, we don't quite get to where we need to be. So let's reset our code. Now, let's try this again. Because remember, we are writing the minecart, right? Well, what if we get to where we were? So we move forward one block, put the rail, then we move forward 1, 2, then we destroy the block once and twice and put a piece of rail down each time. Okay? But we also fixed the long path first. Oops. That was supposed to be fixing the short path. Now, once we made our left turn, ooh, we fixed the short path there. That was supposed to be fixing the long path. Now, if we did this correctly, we should be able to get everything we're looking for, right? Let's see. Oh no. So, there was still something a little bit off. Let's see. There we go. We did get to where we needed to be though. So with these 15 lines of code, we were able to actually save ourselves quite a bit of time. Now, what we could have done, we could have actually written the code to take us directly to the diamond, which, let's be honest, actually would have been kind of fun. But we did the most efficient way possible. That way, we're not wasting lines of code. So let's continue and see what's next. Ooh, we're definitely in the nether now. We're fighting ghasts, and no one likes to deal with them. Luckily, the agent has already collected some netherrack for us. So, we can actually use the agent to put down netherrack for us and build long and short bridges, just like we did previously. Now, when we're looking at this, let's count the blocks that we need to cross as we're building these bridges. 1, 2 blocks. If we look at our functions, the long bridge says 5 times. Well, that would have actually put us a bit further than where we needed to be. But we could just say build a short bridge and then build a long bridge. Or there's actually one more thing that we could do. First, let's try building the short bridge first, twice. Let's see what happens. Ooh, not able to do that, are we? You see, these nether brick walls are just that, walls. We can't go through them. But we can destroy the block and then instead of building a short bridge, we can build a long bridge. Once we're there, we can, to get to this diamond here, turn right and go 1, 2, 3 blocks. And then move forward 1, 2, 3 blocks to get there. Or instead of using those 3 blocks, we could build either a long or a short bridge. Let's try doing the short bridge. Let's see what happens. Still not quite far enough for us to get over to the diamond. But if we can change the build short bridge at the end to build a long bridge, that will give us the right amount of netherrack put down on the lava to get over to the diamond. And we can just take the unused code and just drop it off a short bridge. So let's reset and let's run it again. There we go. Now we have enough netherrack to get us over to the book and the diamond. But here's the catch. If we touch the book and don't get to the diamond, it's going to just tell us to continue. See, it's not letting me push any more buttons after we get the book. And granted, the 6 lines of code was perfect. But let's try replaying this one more time. And let's see if we can make it so that we can get not just the book, but the diamond as well. Now, we built a long bridge to get to where we were. But let's build a short bridge instead. Then turn right. We're going to build a short bridge, destroy a block, then we're going to move forward, place netherrack, and then we're going to make a left and build a long bridge. Adding that little block, those 4 lines of code, and switching the long bridge for short bridge here is going to help us to actually get to where we need to be on the diamond. and still allow us to get to the enchanted book. Oh no. Let's see if this allows us to get where we need to be. Ah, we evaded the gas and we got the book. That was close. And it only took us 11 lines. Now remember, we use those functions to build the bridges. Why, that's 7 lines of code minimal added to the code that we already wrote. And we used the functions 4 times. That's 14 additional lines of code. Let's go ahead and continue now.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, you did it!
Congratulations, guys. You totally rocked that. And now that you've completed the hour of code, you can start coding in Minecraft.
You've learned about loops, functions, and what a software agent does. Now it's time for the free play level, where you are the developer. Use any remaining time to write your own functions to explore, mine, and build. You can take the code that you write in this level into your Minecraft world on Minecraft Education Edition. Just click Finish and follow the instructions for getting the link to use in your world to continue coding with the agent. Have fun and good job. And I'm back. Okay, you guys, this is the agent. Let me show you what it can do. Look, look, it's doing it. I told it to build a staircase out of these terracotta blocks. Now we can just use this to get out of here. And you guys, it's not just staircases. I can tell the agent to do anything I want, and it'll do it for me.
How did you do that?
It was easy, actually. I just used code.
So there we go. We just completed our hour of code. Now, if we want, we could actually create more functions or what have you. But we could also come back to this next week when we actually hop into Minecraft Education. But when it comes to celebrating the hour of code, why, we're having so much fun just learning these basics. Tune in next time when we dive a little bit deeper into what this Minecraft coding is like. And I may actually have an additional live stream this weekend so that we can do a couple of more activities within the Minecraft Code Academy. This has definitely been a lot of fun. And I hope you had fun too. My name is Daz. I love tech. Be positive, be lifted and engaged. And if you love STEAM, STEM, or just techie, well, let's learn together. Also, I want to thank our sponsor today, the Me Hub. The Me Hub is a nonprofit organization in the Austin, Round Rock area that works with not just that area, but hopes to work nationwide to help entrepreneurs build businesses and understand what it means to be successful entrepreneurs overall. So check out their link at mehubinc.org to learn more about the organization. And spoilers, I am one of the founding directors. So once again, on behalf of Des Takes Community Hub, I'll catch you later. If you like the content here, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and find out when I load more information. And if you have a comment for how I can improve, throw it down in the comments as well. I look forward to seeing you next time.